I'm going to hand this over to Run the Gun, and we're going to get rolling on the seminars here. Thank you, guys.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out and braving the elements today. I'm excited to be here. I wanted to be here last year and just couldn't make it, and so I was really appreciating the invite back this year. First off, who has one of these? Yeah, a lot, and this is what I was looking for. A ton of kids, because really and this kind of goes to everybody today, but even more so the kids. So what I want to talk today about is how most of you already have one of these, and if you don't, if you're really young, you're gonna have one at some point, and you're probably gonna use this forever, right? We're in that age of technology where this is a tool for us now pretty much forever. So I want to start by kind of telling a little bit of background of my story. I don't know how many of you have even heard of me or seen my show. Actually, I'd love to know, to kind of get a little context for the room, how many of you seen or heard of Run to Gun, the TV show? A couple, right? That's what I was expecting. Hey, Jeff. And so not a ton of you. So I want to start with a little backstory. So I started a TV show called Run to Gun back in 2012, 2013 is when I started it. And originally I started Run to Gun to train hunters and outdoors men and women to get in shape for big hunts and outdoor adventures. And as we were kind of preparing this new business, I was working with a couple and we were filming this little promo for my website, and he was like, dude, this would make a really cool TV show. Because we were trying to make it look really kind of cool and intense. And so I was like, you know, that you're kind of right. Maybe we should show how we actually train and prepare for the hunt year-round. And it was something totally different than anything that was out there, and so it was exciting to me. So this was in August. We pitched the idea to a TV network here, a local network, Midcoast Sports, and they were like, yeah, can you have a season to us by January? And I was like, yep, let's do it. I stepped out of the office, and I was like, what am I doing? I don't even own a camera. And so right away, I knew where I wanted to take the TV show, and I knew it was a different concept, right? And so we filmed it, we aired it that coming year, 2013, and I was really pleased that we got it off the ground. We had nothing, and I sat back as a young 22 or 23-year-old, I can't remember, and I looked at my TV show and I was like, semi-proud of it, semi-like, you know, I set out to be different, but I wasn't that different. And I really looked at it and I was kind of bummed with myself, and I really sat back and had to realize, okay, I set out with this journey to be different, right? And I looked at my outcome of my work for that year, and it wasn't as different as I wanted it to be. I compared it to other TV shows, and I was spending a lot of my time watching other TV shows that were in my same industry, and I was like, you know, I got to just step away from everything else. I got to stop comparing myself, and I really have to be different. And so, that being said, I had to stop worrying about everything I posted on my social media, right? We live in a world full of our social medias. I'm sure a lot of you have Instagram, have Facebook. I spend a ton of my time on those as well for my business. But I spent so much time dwelling on how to be accepted that I quit remembering how to be different. I was too afraid to put myself out there and totally be different. So I had to muster up a little bit of extra courage, and I had to really step outside of my own linear confines of what I considered to be average for myself. And so I just quit looking at everything else. I quit worrying about everybody else, and we went out there and we started just being us. And so that's really the biggest thing I wanted to talk to you guys today about. I wanted to keep it short for you. But as you guys are going into, a lot of you are young, I can tell you're like junior high age. As you're going into these realms of getting older, you're getting into high school, probably some of the toughest stages of your young lives is that every one of you and every one of us is made special, right? We all were given strengths, we were all given weaknesses, and really learning how to embrace them and accept them and use them, and to really push yourselves to be different and to put yourself out there and not be afraid of the outcome of it. Because there's so many hidden successes in your life from those differences and realizing that those differences in a society today that the word different is a negative, it really isn't. It's really your positive and can be flipped into your own successes further down in life. It's really hard to see now at a really young age, but I know that by putting yourself out there, I know I've learned myself that there's so many positives that will come from it. So that's just a little backstory on Run to Gun, a little bit of context from where I come from and what I have found for myself to really help me step out of my own box of being afraid to be of not being accepted and to accept being different and enjoy that. So thanks, guys. Appreciate you having me out today. Yes.
Tell the kids when they can catch.
Yeah. Okay, so you can watch Run to Gun on Midco Sports Network. If you have Midco cable, you can check it out on Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m., or you can watch it if your parents let you stay up that late, 10 o'clock at night on Thursdays after a lot of the Summit League games. If you're a Jackrabbits fan or a Coyotes fan, you're watching those games. We're on right after that as well. If you don't have Midco cable, just jump on YouTube. I'm sure a lot of you are YouTube watchers. Just go to Run to Gun on YouTube and subscribe to our channel right there. If you're an Instagram and Facebook user, you can check us out right there. All of our handles are just Run to Gun. So check us out there. We'd love to have you. If you have any questions, we'd love to hear them. And actually, I'll open it up for a few quick seconds. I don't know if anybody has any questions at all to end the segment here. I'll answer anything you got. I'm expecting one from you, Dan. You're front row right now.
How important would you say the physical fitness is into the hunting aspect for the youth? Like, how much should they kind of focus on? Basically what I was saying is, what would the message you give to the young hunters going on, how much they should exercise, focus, maybe staying away from screen time, things of that nature in your line of work?
Yeah. So obviously I'm going to say very important, right? Because that's my world is staying fit for hunts. But it is huge, and not only, that's really something that we're trying to push now, not only just to be quote unquote successful for a hunt, as in going out and getting a kill, but more or less, so when you're going out there, you're enjoying your hunt to the fullest, right? That if you're going out on a hunt that's going to be multiple days, that you're not stepping away on day 2 and being really sore or beat up or not wanting to go to that next ridge because it's a haul to haul that animal back out. And so that's the big push for us, is to just being able to enjoy that hunt and have positive memories all the way through and not have any negatives associated with it, right? And secondly is that we found that training has such, and staying healthy has such a positive impact on everywhere else in our life, whether it's being great in school, great in sport, teaching discipline in sports, being a great son and daughter, being a great husband, wife. So that's a big thing for us. Anything else? All right. We'll keep it moving. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.